Coming to you from an undisclosed location somewhere in southeastern Georgia. This is a harvest host, actually. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah.
Well, hello, everybody. Yeah, we have a very attractive schoolie next to us, and the other guy is actually a truck camper. I don't think we have any more neighbors here, but welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. And coming to you before a live audience, we have Steve here hanging out with us. He's being, uh, showing us around Savannah a little bit. We were in Savannah, and we've had a great time. I've fallen in love with this great city once again. And yesterday we walked 9 miles. I don't know, but my watch doesn't tell me anymore. But those rings, we went like 3 times. Lot of fun. And today, actually, this will be a test of if we were ever to do this from the middle of nowhere, Utah. This will be a good test because we are completely off grid using Pelistar. Yes, they're charging me $25 extra to be able to use it everywhere now. That's the new thing for the portability plan for Starlink. Yeah, I called my Starlink Pelistar. So, in any case, let me start reading some of your comments here. And good evening, Darlene Barcelo. I saw the video of your granddaughter. That was lovely, adorable. Thank you for sending me that. And we're here actually off grid using our air conditioner because it's warm in the south right now, and it's gonna be raining on and off all evening. So we're gonna use our AC as long as we can, and then we'll just be hot. What can you do? So everything is off grid right now, running off our batteries, Starlink, the air conditioner, the computer, everything. So it would be a good test. I'm gonna bring this system, the Winnebago Flex system, down to its knees. Get the most out of it. Mr. CLT, hello there, hello Robert, and all you Pelican heads out there. Hello to you too. And the RV DJ, the bar is officially open. Oh, thank you very much. Now I can go like this and do this. By the way, we're staying at a brewery, but they didn't have any crawlers. They had some growlers, but not crawlers or anything for sale like in cans. So today we're drinking some New Realm Brewing Company Euphonia Pilsner. It's not an IPA, and this is from what brewery is this? Where is this from? I don't even know. From Virginia Beach, Virginia. There you go. Cheers. Courtesy of our friend Steve back there. Apple Forever, Ola from Southern California. Apple Forever. The RVDJ, hi everyone. I'm driving, so I can't tag anyone. Well, be careful, typing and driving. Gabrielle, that's Gabby. Hello from Journey Riding. Ryan and I, hello there. And Betty Barker, hi Robert. I grew up in Savannah, now in Vegas. Enjoy it for me. It's a lovely town, and they've opened this new area. It's called the Power Plant District, or it's like a shopping. It's a hotel. It's a JW Marriott, but they have a bunch of restaurants and nightclubs and light music, and it's very nice actually. As much as it is nice to visit old Savannah, like all the little squares and the historic district. This is like they've done a very nice job, like for tourism, especially. It's that we stayed at the place. What is called the Skytop, the blue
electric something.
Blue Electric Lounge or whatnot. It's a rooftop lounge. I posted a picture on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram if you don't, at Traveling Robert. Ask Remy. Yeah, you're early. I'm early. I decided to come a little early. I was getting antsy here, and We might end early. I'm monitoring my battery here right now. The compressor on the AC is off, so I have 8 hours and 23 minutes left. But it all depends. You know, when that battery goes down to around 40. Tell everybody, Ili is opening up a bottle of rosé. What you drinking? Yeah, it's very nice. It's a Euphonia Pilsner, which little known fact. When before I was into IPAs, one of my favorite beers was that Czech beer, Pilsner Urkel. Urkel. I don't know. It's from the Czech Republic. And another little known fact: if you know the right people, we could get that beer back in Cuba because it was from Czechoslovakia, which was another country in the Eastern Bloc. So, long story short, my dad designed the what would you call that? The Czechoslovakian House of Culture in Havana, and they invited us to parties. They had Pilsner Oracle back then. Laurie Jones, hello. Robert from Indiana, I love your videos and your music. Thank you so much. Connection looks great, Robert. Happy Friday from Remin Pasión, and yeah, we're using the power of Elon Musk here tonight once again. Starlink, and I mean, this is just for show. I just wanted to see if it could be done off grid, just using our battery for a couple hours. We're getting pretty decent LTE here. I don't really need to deploy, the satellite dish at this place, but I decided to do it just to see how it would work, you know. And we're probably getting more consistent upload speed from Starlink than from the one that I was going to use, which is T-Mobile. We're getting like 6 up from T-Mobile, which is not bad actually. Florian K. Hello, everybody. Servus from Nuremberg, Germany. Hello, Germany, Deutschland. And Guten Tag. And Dankeschön for being here. Yeah. What?
Electric Moon Skytop Lounge.
Electric Moon Skytop Lounge. And of course, it was Cinco de Mayo, so we had like an electric moon, a moon margarita, which was blue, which was kind of, no, it was red. It was red. It had blood orange on it. It was kind of weird, but it was good. And the views were great. And from Colin McSherry. Hi, Robert. When you visit Washington State, be sure to check out Snoqualmie Falls. I'll add it to the list. Look who's here, Casita RV Live. Hello, Greg. How are ya? And Greg is actually probably gonna join me for our visit to the Ark, Noah's Ark in Kentucky. And I think my quality just went down. Let me show you the scooter real quick while I reset my camera here, because that happens sometimes. I can't wait to get me that. I can't justify the expense right now to get me the new MacBook Pro. But never mind. I get easily distracted. That has like native USB ports. And yeah, no, my image is soft for some reason. This camera has decided to bring the resolution down. I don't know what it is. It's probably not enough juice going into the camera, but that's okay. Jay Dilla, 1988. I love the episode of you driving west. It was my introduction to your channel. Thank you. No, you're welcome. And that was like, by the way, that's my number one video as far as views go. I don't know how many. It has several million views, and yeah, it was my first cross country road trip. So yeah. It was very emotional. It was a great trip. Goombas, hi, happy Mother's Day to all. Yeah, I was gonna save that for the end, but yeah, this Sunday is Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Darlene Barcelao, love the cobblestone roads in Savannah. Yeah, beautiful roads. I saw 2 people fall on their face, and Steve can be a witness to one of those. And I was joking. They gotta fix these sidewalks, and of course they're not gonna fix anything because everything is historic there. It has to stay, the same way. Oh man, but not one but twice I saw two two people fall on their faces at the. Ingrid, I listened to your podcast today and your itinerary sounds impressive. Thank you. And if you're not subscribed to the podcast, I mean, if you're not into podcasts, you know, don't. But if you're into podcasts, living the RV dream. So look it up in Apple Podcasts or whatever you. I use Pocket Casts. Um, that Overcast is another one. There's several podcast apps. Spotify, it's everywhere. So check it out. Um, it's audio only, of course, but I release a podcast most 90% of the time every Friday at 6 a.m. Hey, Jim Forey from Ohio. Just read that roaming plans are now officially for Starlink at 25 extra. Yep. And I said yes because I want to do it. Let's face it, I'm going to use this Starlink. 90% of the time, I'm going to use it away from Pelicamp. So, yep. Robert, what does your shirt say? Also, my birthday tomorrow. Well, Chris, happy birthday to you and my shirt. Actually, this was a present from a gentleman when we stayed at Beverly Beach. Uh, Buster, I think is his name. I right now, I'm having one of those bands, but it's from Flagler Beach, and it says, "Please don't make me cross the bridge." Flagler Beach, and apparently it's such a different. What's going on out there? Oh, we have a someone just arrived, right?
No.
No. Oh, we have a guy in a schoolie next door, and he's making noise. I don't know what's going on.
You were saying
What was I saying?
about
Oh my, yeah, that people who live in Flagler Beach, they don't really want to cross the intracoastal onto the mainland. They like it out there. And he also gave me this sticker. What a long, strange trip it's been. And we've all been on a long, strange trip at some point, I think. So, yeah. And the shirt is from this shop there. So check it out if you wanna. You know, I'd like to give him a plug. Flagler Surf Art and Stuff, and that's their social media and their email if you want to check it out. It's a nice shirt. Okay, we have our first super chat of the night. Thank you, Ask Remy, for that super chat. How much did you drink already? Here's to your MacBook Pro fund. Does it show? Actually, I had one beer at the Crab Shack. That was like at noon. Whenever we arrived there early today, we were staying at a brewery. So I said, you know what? We have to. It's a Harvest Host. You're supposed to have at least one beer, right? So I had a beer in there, and now we're having this one. So, but then again, what happens at the Harvest Host stays at the Harvest Host. So. Greg Matthews, the wife and I love how you get a shirt from every place. We get a magnet from every place we go. I think yours is a little more impressive than a magnet. Well, thank you. No, I don't. Illy doesn't let me. She says we don't have enough hangers, so you have to get rid of an old shirt. So, yeah. Darlene Barcelo, is that 95? It sure is. So if we drove south for about 8 or 9 hours, we would be back at the Flagami studio. Seth Lemon, is the school is a rocking? Yeah, I know. Don't come knocking. I see some movement there in the rear. Let me. Actually, I do have the camera on a tripod today. Look at that. There's some movement back there by the bed. I don't know. I can zoom in actually. Hold on. Where's my zoom? It's not working. Oh, here we go. Let's do something here real quick. Yeah, there's definitely someone there doing something. Okay, never mind. Never mind. No, I think they realized that. No, there you go. I think they're making the bed. To be honest, it's not. It's not nothing bad. But all right, I'll start acting my age again. um, Teresa Gutierrez. Hi, Robert. Sorry I'm late. No, not a problem. Better late than never. And CLT. Yes, that's the website, travelingrobert.com, and I believe we're going to be doing some updates to that website, as you all know. Darren Mahan, are you still in Savannah? I'm close by, but we're not going back to Savannah. I mean, we walked 9 miles yesterday in Savannah, pretty much all day, and it was a lot of fun. Hey, look who's here. Domo arigato, Mr. Robato. Where are you staying? Still in Savannah? We're still got a Harvest Host nearby. Keith Ratchet, good Friday to you, Robert. North Florida in the house. I mean, North Georgia in the house. Yeah. How many points of alcohol does this have? Oh, it's only 5. It's only 5%. That's not bad. Light rain starting in 9 minutes, says my Fitbit. Um, Francisco Becerra. Hi, Robert. Greetings from Brazil. I watch all your videos. Thank you. Obrigado. Obrigado, Francisco. Thank you very much. Savannah is a bananas country. The Savannah Bananas. Actually, they were playing salsa music last night by the river, so I'm going to call it Havana in Savannah. How about that? Happy 6 de Mayo. Thank you very much, Jim in DC. And 2 days ago, I would have said, May the 4th be with you. With you. And Teresa Gutierrez collects spoons. Oh, make the trip back out to the crab shack after dark. A whole different experience the daytime. Next time, Jim. Next time, we're not driving back there after all this. It's like an hour drive or more actually from here. So yeah, but it was good. It was good ambience. I liked it. We're gonna go back. They have some alligators there by a pond and some parrots, and it's kind of tourist trappy, but it's good tourist trappy if you know what I mean. And they have limited oversized parking, which is always good. Jeffrey Di Bartolo. That would be funny if he was watching you as a subscriber. You mean that? Hey, they closed the curtains, so if the school starts rocking, I'll get back to you, Mr. Roboto. Traveling Robert. Some things are best left unseen. Never park next to you. Well, what can you do? I'm childish, like yeah, like that. All right, let me reset the chat here. The Curtis family, the man, the myth, the legend, traveling Robert. Thank you for being here. And speaking of bananas, I was at Banana Records in St. Petersburg earlier this week. Over 3 million LPs in stock. Pretty amazing place. Never heard of it. I'm gonna check it out. Larry Bridgewater Jr. Hi, Robert and Lily from Delray Beach. Lovely place, Delray Beach. I love Delray Beach. So, where did Lewis and Clark begin their trip? Safe travels. Well, Lewis began where the convention center is today in Pittsburgh. And then he picked up Clark right across the river from Louisville at the Falls of the Ohio. And then the actual trip began just northeast of St. Louis on the Mississippi. It's Fort. I forget the name of the fort, but Seth Lemon's Savannah is, and he puts a red lips there. So lovely it is. And I'm sorry I didn't have time to go to the places you recommended this afternoon, but we've enjoyed Savannah so much that we're gonna be back sooner than later. I guarantee that. Johnny Kite Bartolo, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Reading Before Night Falls, which has a lot of Cuban history. I haven't read it, but I've heard of it. What are you going to do in Pigeon Forge? To be honest about it, it's going to be mostly a working 4 days. Ili has to work. I have to finish the video, but we're definitely going to experience the area a little bit in the afternoons mostly. I'm sure we're going to go to Gatlinburg. I'm sure we're going to at least try to make it to the Smoky Mountains. Although we may not make it to the Smoky Mountains during our stay there, because after we're crossing, is it Newfound Gap? Newfound Gap, the one at the top of the Smoky Mountains. We're gonna cross through Newfound Gap on our way to Waynesville, which is where our friend Roberto Gomez lives, and so we're not gonna do a whole lot, to be honest about it. We're gonna enjoy the resort. I'm sure they have a heated swimming pool that I'm gonna enjoy and all that, but that's about it. Kevin Bentley from Kansas City. My grandfather always told me we are related to William Clark, descendants of his brother. Really? Not sure that's true, but cool to think so. What's that thing that they take a drop of your saliva and they tell your ancestors? 23andMe.
Yeah.
23andMe. They take your DNA, which I'm kind of nervous to give them my DNA, but hey, look who's here. This guy looks strikingly familiar. Stephen Loy. Let me see if it looks like if the picture looks like the guy. I don't know. You see the resemblance there. It was really fun hanging around with you and Eli in Savannah. It sure was, and in Savannah and before Savannah, and at Tybee Island as well. So I never heard of Lewis and Clark. Ask Remy. I never heard of them either much. You know, for some reason they're like for such an important expedition in American history. They're like a footnote in American history. I mean, we even went to the Museum of American History in Washington D.C., the Smithsonian, which should be like the Museum of Record, and there's nothing. But I've been to so many places in the country, you know, as I travel, and I keep seeing statues of Lewis and Clark and historic markers here and there, especially when I was in North Dakota, when I was in Kentucky, and so I decided, you know, who are these two folks, you know, and I decided to do this trip, you know, and kind of you know, tell their story. Our being with Adrian and Ruth. Thank you for that super chat. Sending greetings from tus amigos in Blairsville, Georgia. It's hard to read Spanglish, let me tell you. But thank you, and yeah, Blairsville, Georgia, one of my favorite places. Northern Georgia is one of my favorite areas of the country, and I've been there, and I really like the people. Everybody's super nice. Same with Savannah. I mean, I was not pleasantly surprised. I knew that like that Southern hospitality was totally a thing, but they go like above and beyond. You know, most of the time to be friendly and to be hospitable. Most of them. Alexei online. Thank you so much for that super chat. I still have my falsetto. Hi, Robert. A humble tip for the amazing videos you make. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Did you see the one from Johnny Kai Bartolo?
Johnny Kite Bartolo?
Before the RV Life with Adrian and Ruth? Oh, he said it? Okay.
I said it? Okay. Lewis and Clark were that 60s comedy team. I wasn't born yet in the 60s, Jim. Yes.
I thought it was sad to see his birthplace that you showed up in Natchez Trace. I mean, his death place.
Yeah, his death place,
Death place, yeah.
And you know, nobody really knows for sure whether he killed himself or someone killed him. I mean, he was kind of like a bipolar person. He would get very euphoric and then he would get depressed. And there are weeks during the trip that there's no record. He just didn't write anything. And then he would write with the most detail, you know, and in other days. So It could be that he got depressed for some reason and decided to kill himself.
At 35, that's sad.
But there were a lot of stories about bandits on the nachos trays and that kind of thing. So it could be that. But we have 420 concurrent viewers right now. Oh, we just dropped to 410. Never mind. Mr. Roboto, Savannah is one of the best cities to walk and take a trolley tour. We were gonna take the trolley tour, and in the end, we decided to walk. It's, the downtown is so walkable, even though it was very hot. It was uncomfortably hot. But when you walk a city, you are more able to to explore all the nooks and crannies. You get closer to things that way. And we decided to do that. We even went into the cathedral, which was beautiful. That was one of the highlights of our trip in Savannah. Absolutely. Everybody say hello to my mom. Greetings to everyone, including the magnificente moderators. Happy Mother's Day. Have an excellent weekend. Love, Mom. Thank you, Mom. And everybody say hello to my mom and William Brody. Super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Can you sing Happy Mother's Day to my wife, Pat? Happy Mother's Day, Pat. Happy Mother's Day, Pat. And hey, Red Jaguar in the house. Savannah is my hometown. Man, you have a great hometown. Savannah is a actually, I had forgotten how cool Savannah was. We totally fell in love once again with Savannah. And let me do something here real quick because it bothers me that my camera is running at 480p instead of high def as it should. Let me plug into a different USB port here real quick while I show you our schoolie friends out there who have opened their emergency exit in the back. They must be hot in there. I should sing. There's a song there somewhere. I should sing to them. It's getting hot in here. I won't continue. Rebecca Savino, thank you for the super chat. I guess it's not a problem with the USB because I'm still at 480p. Anyway, 420 viewers. You are on Elon's web. Yeah, Elon has a thing with the number 420, doesn't he? I wonder why. By the way, it's getting hot in here. Maybe we should put the AC 1 degree lower. Even though we're still at 66% battery, we should be able to make it another hour at least.
76, huh?
76.
75.
Make it 75. Hey, Eli says thank you. Happy Mother's Day. It's Sunday. And Seth Lemons to my mom. Hello, Alma Morales. So great to see you in Washington, D.C. Colin McSherry. Hi, Robert. Have you heard of Longmire, Washington? Just visited there. Amazing views of Mount Rainier. I have not. Darlene Barcelo, spying on the bus again. What can I say? I'm that infantile. Okay, let's spy on the poor folks stuck in traffic on I-95. Actually, I-95 is flowing pretty good. Seth Lemon, look at that schoolie rocket. What can I tell you? Eric Ventura, is it Miller time? No, it was only Miller time once, and that's when I visited Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And it was Miller time for one day, but yeah. John Kite Bartolo, I was wondering about this new T-Mobile cellular home internet system in the RV instead of going Pep Wave or some other system. Thoughts? I'm actually using a system that goes through T-Mobile. it's it goes through the Winegard antenna that came with Minitini. Um, it is expensive, and if Starlink starts working consistently well, and I figure out a way to easily, that takes me 2 minutes just to deploy it and then pick it up and whatnot. I'm gonna cancel that one. I'm using ISP Mint, which is a SIM card that works with several routers. Now that PepWave router, in the next RV that I get, I'm gonna see if I can get that. And there's that PepWave, and there's that system that actually Mike and Jennifer use. That is not truly unlimited, but it has like 80 two cards, 80 gigabytes each. I mean, it would take a lot to use all that. But then again, Starlink is as for now. Elon might change that tomorrow, but for now, Starlink is truly unlimited. And right now, it will be $135 for truly unlimited, as long as you have a clear view of the sky anywhere in North America. Kathy Kenyon, thank you for the super sticker. And this says fan character bouncing their head-shaped ponytail with stars in their eye. And from Greg Matthews. Hi, Robert. My wife loves the way you say good morning, and the way you say it, that makes her smile and laugh. Well, thank you.
Say it.
Good morning. 95 seems to flow good until you hit DC or South Florida, for that matter. And don't get me started on I-75. I have to drive through Atlanta tomorrow around noonish, so not looking forward to that. I like to drive through Atlanta on a Sunday morning, and there is still traffic, but it flows. Tomorrow we'll see. Robert and Elon on a first name basis. We're buddies. We hang out. William, brother, what are you cooking for Eli on Mother's Day? A mother. Oh, on Mother's Day we're gonna. It's gonna be a. It's gonna be a driving day. So
You're not with your relatives.
Mother's Day morning. I'm easy like Sunday morning, yeah. But Elda is gonna cook on Sunday mornings.
No, she's gonna cook on Saturday.
Ah,
We're not gonna make her cook on Sunday morning.
no breakfast. Jim in DC, use Starlink a lot right now. Elon is too preoccupied with Twitter to mess with it. That's true. He's been tweeting some funny stuff. Let's just call it that. Hey Robert, how are you finding booking sites while you're driving? I've been hearing it's difficult with so many people RVing. Well, what do you think I'm doing at this Harvest House tonight? Because we couldn't find anything else. But Harvest House comes to the rescue, and they've really improved their system. So Duke chips, Sandra is rubbing my feet. TMI, man, TMI. Robert, are you planning on attending the Winnebago rally this year? I signed up, but I told them, and there's a 90% chance that I may be able to. I really want to attend. It was a lot of fun last year, so I might even modify my summer itinerary just for that. Actually, something just came up that might make my summer itinerary even more flexible, believe it or not. But more about that in a future episode. A girl driver, I'll be traveling from Key West to Woodstock, Georgia this weekend. I'll honk if I see you on the road. This weekend, yeah, it's totally possible that tomorrow we could cross paths. Actually, we love our Harvest Host membership. J5729. At the beginning, for me, it was hit or miss. To be honest about it, I even canceled once actually, but it's improved greatly. Robert Powell, thank you so much for that. Super chat. Thank you. I'm sending this for Michelle K, who is having some trouble with PayPal at the moment. Oh, thank you, Robert. I appreciate it. And thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much. Mm. Traveling Robert, I'm sure you can find a Cracker Barrel on the way for Ileana Sanchez Mother's Day breakfast. Yeah, if there's something that you can find at every exit in Georgia, it's a Cracker Barrel. Anywhere in the southeast, at least, and you can even find them now out west. But yeah, and if it is Sunday, they have great fried chicken. Kathy Rodriguez, I-95 is a nightmare in South Florida. I'm in Ohio now, and I don't miss Miami traffic. My family enjoy your videos. Keep up the fantastic work, and I'm easily distracted. But now, this is the thing. Once you get to West Palm Beach, it starts getting a little rough, but it's fine. It's still good. Once you get to Fort Lauderdale, you know you're in a big city. It's Atlanta like traffic. But then once it's like clockwork. There's a little sign on the right hand side that says entering Miami-Dade County, and then it is not Miami-Dade County's fault, but in that stretch, I-95 goes from like 5 lanes down to 3, and that's the biggest bottleneck right before the Golden Glades Exchange, and the lanes are narrow, and yeah, you're home when that happens, right? Jim, Traveling Robert, I know our mutual friend in Homestead will have his sister reach out to you to take care of your overnight stay in Franklin, Tennessee at the campground. Cool. I don't know if I'm going to be going to Franklin, Tennessee, but if we do, that'll be cool. Are you ever going to travel to Seattle from Miami? I did in 2019, and I will again. I guarantee it. If you can't find a Cracker Barrel, maybe a Waffle House will do. Waffle House, I like it, but their parking lots are not very RV friendly. I've done it. I've backed in into a corner regular parking spot, but no, it's Cracker Barrel. The good thing is that they have a dedicated, RV and bus parking. Let me monitor my battery here real quick. Oh, we're down to 61% right here live, and right now the compressor turned off, so we still have 5 hours and 52 minutes, consuming 431 watts with the computer, the air conditioner, fan, and an Elon Starlink, 33 amps, 61%. I think we're doing good. Gary May, whoever the engineer was that thought the Golden Glades in exchange was a good idea, should be shot. Well, I wouldn't be that drastic, but yeah, it's not a good interchange. You have the Palmetto, I-95, the Turnpike, 441. It's like the Bermuda Triangle there. It's yeah. So Perry weather report: big thunder and lightning storm. Let's see if that's true. That's true. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it doesn't look very sunny right now. But if this camera decides to focus on what it's supposed to and not the reflection, that's Minitini I right there. There you go. At Pelicamp, looking all nice and shiny. A girl driver, when I travel from Georgia to Florida, I stop at the Cracker Barrel in Valdosta. Valdosta is a cool town, and their Walmart is also RV friendly, so it's a good spot. Uh, Have you thought about hanging up RVing because of how difficult finding RV spot is? No, not really. And to be honest, it's not like the it's not as difficult as some make it to be. You can still find something on a weekday. I mean, Savannah was extremely difficult to be. Let's be honest. We found the state park an hour away from, almost like 45 minutes away from Savannah. But chances are you're gonna find something. I've been able to find something everywhere pretty much. I mean, Louisville was particularly challenging too. On a weekend, there was nothing on a weekend. Hey, by the way, Casira, bye. Talk to you soon. Hope to see you soon. Well, actually, I'll see you soon in Kentucky. There may be some big thunderstorms in South Georgia this evening. I hope not, because I hope to be able to open the windows and get a little bit of fresh air here in the evening, because I'm not going to be able to run the AC all night. Jim in DC, Waffle House closings are the barometer of how bad a hurricane is. I guess they stay open even in bad weather. Did you like driving Big White better than your Chevy Colorado? The problem with Big White, it was too big. The turning radius was horrendous, and it wouldn't fit in underground parking lots. So no, I prefer the nimbleness. Is that a word? Nimbleness of the Colorado.
What would
And
Big
I'll
White?
let you know very soon when I do the Silverado.
Big company rented when Kia died.
Naim Tarar, long Canadian RV travel season. Any chance? Seen in some vlogs, the RV parks are pretty good there. However, in winter, the whole experience is different. We'll make it to Canada at some point, and we've been to Vancouver once. We camped in Vancouver, and it was a good experience. I had to figure out how to change my truck odometer for to metric, but it worked. It's not like the old trucks that had like miles, and then they had like in red in the in a smaller ring the kilometers. Now you have to change it in the computer, but it worked. And crossing the border was interesting, especially when you tell them what do you do for a living. Oh, I'm a YouTuber. That all kinds of bells ring when you say that. But other than that, um, do you know they are proposing charging for parking at Great Smoky Mountains National Park? I just found out today, actually. It's one of the few national parks that are free. Most national parks you have to pay for. I just hope that parking is included in your America the Beautiful. If that's the case, I don't mind. It's one of the few free national parks, and if they're gonna do a better job maintaining it, I'm all for it. I don't mind if they're gonna include it in the America the Beautiful. Not like Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore is a national park, but they still charge you $10 to park. In that case, no. Steve Gibling, the eyeglasses guy. Take care of your eyes, get checkups, and buy the best glasses. More than one pair. Steve, the eyeglasses guy. I've been neglecting my eye. Actually, my current glasses broke, so these are like probably 5, 6 years old. They still work, but yeah, I have to make the time to go to an ophthalmologist and get new glasses and get a new prescription. Yeah. Adventures, Jerry Lynn. Hey, howdy, Robert from rainy Indiana. What's good this Friday night? Everything's good. I mean, we have our health. We're traveling. What else could we ask for? It's gonna be a little bit of a warm evening, especially if it rains a lot, because we're not gonna be able to open our windows.
I don't think it will.
It doesn't look like it's gonna rain much, right? Nah, it looked like. I mean, the notification they send you at 4 p.m. The world is gonna end, but in reality, it's really not gonna be that bad. Goombas, thank you for the super chat, Robert. Cheers to you and Ileana and all the Pelican heads. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Maxine, Oliver, hello, Robert, happy Friday and Mother's Day to your mom, and also Ely, and a glass of wine. Yeah. How's that? How's that rosé going?
Really good.
There you go. These are really good Pilsner. Um, they are not honoring the America the Beautiful Senior Lifetime Pass. Well, we'll see. If that is the case, then now again, let's face it. A lot of these parks are getting really crowded. The Smoky Mountains certainly gets really crowded. So at this point, is that better than having like a reservation system to go into the park, or is it better to charge people? Like, for example, going to the Sun Road. If I want to take the going to the Sun Road now, it's kind of like a lottery, which I guess it will be more equitable, rather than charging people, right? But I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? We can discuss that, but definitely, and I'm gonna say something controversial in my point of view. Places like, for example, Yosemite National Park, the crowding wouldn't be as much of a problem if they have enough parking. The problem is parking. There's no parking, so build a freaking parking garage in the middle of the park so everybody can park and then walk or take a shuttle, to wherever you want to go. I think that would be a solution to some of these very crowded parks, because half of the traffic is people looking for parking. My 2 cents.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, let's turn to the gossip cam right now, and let's see if this guy knows how to back up the
Oh my
RV.
God.
I mean, it's a Class A, it's a gas Class A, so he should have no trouble backing that thing in, unless he's towing a car. Is he towing a car? No, he's not. Nah, he should be fine. He's gonna be fine. That's easy peasy. But let's watch. Okay, you can back up now,
No, maybe they're just gonna leave it there.
blocking the exit. Well, I'll be honking in the morning because we're leaving at the crack of dawn.
Those are the exits. That's where you come in.
What about the exit? The exit is blocked by another RV, right? Remember when we came in?
Oh, that's right. I don't know. Maybe he just wants to go to the brewery and leave.
Oh, maybe. Well, that would not be a good thing if we're trapped here overnight.
Steve Lloyd's grandchildren watching. Melissa.
Hey, Melissa Loy, Steve Loy's grandchildren watching.
Melissa.
Absolutely excellent point, Robert. Parking is brutal in the national parks. Yellowstone was a nightmare. I agree to a certain extent, but on the other hand, no one wants to look at a parking garage in the pristine place like Yellowstone or Yosemite. Well, build it underground. Jump out with the scoreboard once it's parked like at the Olympics. Jeanette Vaughn, my husband loves watching people trying to back up their RVs. He gets a laugh most of the time. His last guy in the school is taking a shower. His back door is open. Shall we find out?
No.
I have a zoom lens. I don't know where his
No.
shower is, but yeah, we have to figure out if we're gonna be able to leave in the morning. In the morning. Stephen Loy, it's only $5 a day for 15 and 15 for 7 days. Yosemite was thinking of not allowing any cars in the park and making you park at the entrance, then take a bus into the park. So there you go. Yeah, I'd rather pay $5. It's easier than docking a boat. You know, I've never docked a boat, so I don't know. But I might know at some point. I'm thinking of getting a boat at some point. Traveler parking garage like Hoover Dam works. It does, but you know that you can park for free on the Arizona side and walk back. Brenda Withers, hi Robert, love your travels. Come back to Cloudland Canyon in Georgia. G169, yes, RV backing and boat backing. What a show! Uh, Go find out, guys. That's good. Underground's good. And Duke Chips, Sandra is still rubbing my feet. I can make this stuff up. Uh, Withers will love Cloudland Canyon is very nice. That was a pleasant surprise in Georgia. Very nice campground. And, the views are pretty good. Yeah, absolutely. If you get a boat, oh, talk to Steve's son's Chester Lloyd. We're gonna have to talk to Chester.
Yeah.
Parking at Rushmore works well with the parking ramps they have. No, let me tell you, it's a super organized, well-run operation. The parking at Mount Rushmore. It's $10, even if you have the national park pass. You know, it is what it is. Every national park unit has its little, peculiarities. Your most famous famous. Your most favorite national park is still the Grand Canyon. Although, as I've been to Glacier and other ones, yeah, it's Grand Canyon. It's there, but it still is. It's one of the first that I ever saw, so it's still there. I wonder if the guy in the schoolie actually extends the stop arm when he stops. I don't know. I would think that would be illegal at this for a non-school bus to do it. In fact, if I were him, I would paint the thing a different color, but who knows? Hey, you know what type of RV park you are getting when you are pulling your RV? Huh? You know what kind of RV park you're getting when you are pulling into your RV spot and the neighbors are pulling out lounge chairs to watch? Well, let me tell you something about Beverly Beach. This French Canadian showed up a couple days ago with this Bambi Airstream, or not the other one, not the Bambi, the tiny Airstream. He had no idea how to back that thing up. And I almost went and told him, you want me to do it for you? Because, but it was quite a show, actually. At the end, you just, did you like the show? And we just clapped. Slow clap. It was a show.
It was cool.
It was cool. It was cool. Cool guy. From the great province of Quebec. I see some people walking outside. I get easily distracted. By the way, is that guy blocking the exit?
No, he's not. It's a two-way. You come in and you can go out.
Oh, okay. They didn't feel that wide when we came in, but anywho, Yellowstone National Park, Zion, and Grand Canyon. I would agree with Zion and Grand Canyon. Yellowstone, yes, this is our first national park, America's greatest idea. Yeah, whatever. Yes, it is unique. It is great. Once you're there, it's huge.
Too big.
It's too big.
I mean, to really, like Yosemite is more dramatic.
Yeah, I agree. Yosemite is probably the most, except for the Grand Canyon, is the most dramatic and the most photogenic of them all.
Yeah.
You can photograph Yosemite and convey what you're seeing. You cannot do that in other places like the Grand Canyon.
Yellowstone is so spread out. It is unique. things
and
each
it has
place,
many unique things at different places. Yeah.
wildlife and things. But
Hmm.
Yosemite's so compact that
Yeah.
you get it all right there.
Yeah, just the valley is like, wow, it's like overload of the senses.
Yeah.
And you have these waterfalls that are so tall that they almost feel like they're falling in slow motion. It's crazy. It's like you're in that movie Avatar. It's that's the experience of Yosemite that is truly great. Glacier is really great too. I was pleasantly surprised by by Glacier. I thought I was like in Switzerland or one of these, the mountains. I haven't been to what's the one in Colorado, the Rocky Mountain National Park. I haven't been to that one yet, but I hear it's equally impressive. So
People
we'll
that
see.
came in late want to know about the shirt. They want to see what it says.
On the shirt it says, "Please don't make me cross the bridge, Flagler Beach." A gentleman gave it to me at Flagler Beach a couple of days ago, and the point is that Flagler Beach is such a unique community there on the barrier island that they don't ever want to cross the bridge into the mainland. So that's basically it. Has the weather been affecting your travel plans except for the heat? No, not really. JLO, Aloha Roberto, wife and I are trying to read. Okay, that's the one. So we can read it, yeah. And there's a larger sign in the back.
And they want to know who's here with you besides me.
Oh, our friend Stephen Loy here from Savannah, Georgia.
Hi, everyone.
Originally from Knoxville.
And then,
Long time as Bay Area.
yeah, Menlo Park, California.
Yeah, there you go. Victor Gonzalez, love your show from Arizona. Thank you. Grand viewpoint at Island in the Sky in Canyonlands is like looking out over an entire state-sized Grand Canyon. Yes, definitely. Canyonlands isn't that top. Let's call it top 10 because there are. Calling something top 5. I mean, it's a very short list. There's also Dead Horse Point State Park, which is kind of part of the same canyon, different viewpoint. I would put it together. Arches, absolutely, is up there too.
Death Valley.
Death Valley, and it's another huge one, with lots of different. You have sand dunes, you have the salt flats, you have mountains, you have the racetrack playa, which is like the flattest surface you can ever find on Earth. Um, they have all these rock formations like something point. I can't remember the name right now. The variety in Death Valley.
Point.
Huh?
Zabriskie Point.
Zabriskie Point. There you go. That's it. And there's this other canyon that has all these colors, like Painter's Canyon, I think it's called. Yeah. Yeah. Death Valley is definite. Death Valley is in the top 5.
It's very unique.
Yeah. Dookie Chips, thank you for that super chat. If $9.99 for you and 10 for Ely. Drive safely, my friends. Thank you. Thank you. We got ourselves actually probably 5 gallons of gas at Georgia prices, 4 at Florida prices. Jason Sagansky, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. I just purchased my first RV Micro Mini 1708 FB 2022. Loving it so far. Only being out with it once, but about a month ago, learned just everything I need to know from your channel. Continue travel. Thank you so much, and enjoy your 1708 FB. I kind of miss the simplicity of the 1708. It's
There he is. He's not blocking you anymore.
okay. Okay, here we go. Backup cam. Let's be spectators in this momentous occasion here. And Schooly guy, no, he really covered up his bedroom back there. Yeah, it looks like he knows. Seems he knows how to back up that thing. And actually, there's a dog on a leash attached to the RV. Oh no, someone's walking in. Never mind. I crack myself up. Do you find gas prices are better as you get out of Florida? It depends. Georgia is cheaper, but I mean Texas is probably even cheaper, and it gets more expensive in other places. It depends. You know, it's really it's not like I'm gonna stop traveling. I'm just gonna make less money, but it's all right, you know, it's all good in the end. They may be recalling a rubber bands are going what? What? Hello, and I wonder if those 473 people are watching him back up. I would be a lot more nervous if 473 people were watching me back up. And but I remember how it was at the beginning. You know, our first few trips. I'm sure I performed a very amusing show for certain other campers. Your video with Death Valley bucket list, yeah, that I definitely want to go back actually because I missed some things, and if I go back now, I may have a 4x4 truck, and that's gonna be a great difference because I'm gonna be able to travel some other roads even less traveled with Starlink. And Ely says, "Thank you, Duke Chips and Sandra," and she just were like that to me. I should show you Ely.
No.
No, she doesn't want to be on camera. Never mind.
I think South Carolina is cheaper fuel. Some diesel at $3.89.
Wow.
Oh, that's really cheap for diesel, $3.99. Yeah. And Oliver DeVries, Robert, are you sure it's not the Patridge family park next to you? I don't know. I don't know where the Patridge family is. Patridge. I don't know what that is.
I think it was a TV show or something.
TV
Yeah,
show.
it was-
Duke Chips. Any meetups planned? There's one planned in Cincinnati. That's the one that is most likely to happen. If anybody wants to plan Louisville or Kansas City, get in touch or go to travelingrubbermeetups.com. The longer the trailer is, the easier it is to back up. And that's what I've heard too, and I agree. I mean, this one is only 3 feet longer than Minitini II, and I find it easier to back this one up. All right, 6:56. We're gonna start wrapping this up here real soon. And there's a gentleman walking outside. I'm not gonna. Let's monitor our battery here. 52%. Actually, we're doing pretty good here and keeping relatively cool in the RV. Red Jaguar paid $6.35 in Philly, Pennsylvania for diesel. One word, brother. Ouch. Although, yeah. Have you ever camped in Cherokee, North Carolina? I've been at the KOA there once, yes. Let's plan San Diego. I don't think we're going to San Diego on this trip. Maybe, maybe not. It depends. The problem with this trip, it's the one that I've planned the most, but it's the one where the dates are the most up in the air because I'm waiting for certain things to happen so I can plan the route west of Kentucky. But I'm confident by the middle of this month, by the third week of May, we're gonna know exactly what we're gonna do. So 1960s TV show. Okay, there you go. Hit up Old Clinton Barbecue in Gray, Georgia. Good food, very rustic. Maybe I'm gonna look that up. Maybe we can stop by. Although tomorrow we're waking up at the crack of dawn. I'm making a beeline for just north of Atlanta, and Ely laughing. I don't know.
So let's try the IPA here.
We did. We tried. What was it called? This was West Coast IPA. It was good. It was good. I mean, if the weather cooperates, we might go back and have another one. So who knows? Because this one It's gone. Traveling Robert, Barb from Jim. Barb texted you to give our mutual friend's number so we know who is texting you. Per Cincy meetup, thinking on Kentucky side of the river. Did you check out that place that I talked to you about? Someone sent me that place as a possibility. They do have a like a balcony or a veranda, a patio overlooking the Ohio River. It seems to be good. The chip issue, just switch it from the Colorado to the Silverado. Maybe. All right, everybody. I'm gonna start wrapping it up. It's being okay. Let's see what's going on outside.
There's nothing going on.
Yes, Coolie guy is quiet. Gentleman coming back from the brewery, and there it is. We're just gonna hang out here, and it's gonna get cooler tonight. It's gonna go down into the low 70s. So if it doesn't rain torrentially, we're gonna be able to turn. We're gonna have to turn off the AC at some point. I have the Jackery down there. Let me show you that. There's Steve. I have the Jackery down there just in case. We go down to like 20%, and we need emergency power. Like remember Star Trek? Scotty, give us emergency power. Or however Captain Kirk used to say, or Picard. Picard is more like my Star Trek captain, really. But if we do really need emergency power, that's the Jackery right there. So everybody, have a great weekend.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the house, in the chat, and say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and to my mom in Miami. Happy Mother's Day. And next Friday, we're gonna be same time, different place. Where are we gonna be next Friday? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say next Friday we're gonna be somewhere in the Appalachian Mountains, but we don't know yet. We don't really know yet. Hopefully we'll have a clear view of the sky, and Starlink, Elon, will help us again. Until the next one, thank you. What?
You don't have the
No, I didn't bring the guitar. I brought my keyboard because at some point during this trip, I know I'm gonna get inspired and come up with a Lewis and Clark song. Not yet, but I brought the keyboard because I should have brought the guitar. But we are in an RV, and you never know. During this trip, there's a tiny possibility that we might switch to Minitini IV. You never know. No, I'm not. I'm not giving up anything. There's nothing going on with Minitini IV. But when did I get Minitini III? July. In July, this deal it's not over, but you never know, right? And we don't know exactly what Minitini IV is going to be yet. I don't know. I don't even know. I might decide to keep this one an extra year. So we'll see. And that's maybe I'm drinking too much. I shouldn't be saying those things. Until the next one. You need to name your Starlink Elongito. It's called Pelistar. That's what it's called. I'm sticking to it. Till next Friday. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and see you on the road, because I'm riding in my RV. Next to the schoolie I'll be, cause I'm free in my RV. See you next week. Bye everybody. Have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day. And see you on the road.